Second day of riding in Moine. I do have footage from the first day, but I don't know if that's going to be usable because the Mac seems to have done something weird and won't accept all of my files. So hopefully today goes a bit better. Got a bit of a funny noise from my front wheel again. Another really hot day, hardly any clouds. We've had 2 thunderstorms since we've been here. One was really bad and the other one not so. So part of the ground's a bit wet, but some of it, like this, is completely bone dry. There was hail and snow up here yesterday when I came up for my run, but today, hopefully, it's all nice and dry again. Very busy today. A lot more braking bumps than yesterday. Good luck. Attention gap, but there was no gap. That rock bit there was worse. Well, for me anyway. So a bit more bumpy for me on the Hardtail. Nice to get out on the bike today. Left a bit too late for the ride as well yesterday after my little trail run. And to be honest, I was absolutely whacked after that. So I was slightly ambitious thinking I could do both in one day. But nice to be out today. Poor little anklets are feeling a bit. It was a lot of downhill yesterday and they worked very hard, so I feel it a bit on the hardtail, a bit bumpy. nice and greasy. Whoa, massive braking bump. What I love about the Hardtail is it like really reminds you how much good suspension on a bike changes your experience. The forks on this are amazing, but obviously there's nothing on the rear, so it just goes to show how much difference full suspension makes. But there's still always that argument, a really rubbish full suspension bike is not as good as a really good hardtail. Definitely not enough speed for that one. Oh, the work going on. Merci. Smells nice. Don't think that's actually the trail. So the sneaky cut through Strava line there. I like these trails over here because they're usually a lot quieter, because they're not the bike parky stuff. It's much more like single track sort of thing. So all the really big fast people are like whiz down over in Hardtail, not going to run me over. Okay, so on the panoramic into Hardtail. So this is a blue. I don't think I did this last time I came. I think I went straight on the red, but considering I'm on the Hardtail and it's a bit pedally, you're right. So pop down over there and then get the lift back across. Pete is having a coffee and a leg stretch, feeling the last couple of days. So just down and forward to the left is Lake Montreal, which is where I ran to yesterday. So it's all really well connected, and we could just roll right down to it if we wanted to, but we'll probably get the lift back across and down, depending on Pete's legs, I guess. If he wants to do any more riding, I don't know. Cool. On the lift, it's all like really nice and cool. And now, let's go back to being red hot again. And I just had to go up this massive hill to get on this, so I'm a bit out of breath. That looks like it should go this way. Yeah, that's a walking trail. Don't want to be on that. Who knows where I'd end up? That poor guy over there has gone down that way on his downhill bike and he's pedalling, so he's probably not going to have a good time. It's amazing the difference level depending on where you are here. This is a blue, and some of the blues on the other side would be much easier. The blues round Hardtail are a lot bigger, steeper, berms are bigger. So rough on the Hardtail. nicely stunning in the way. This is one of the problems with blues as well, because there are some greens but not loads, and you get lots of real beginner people on blues and they don't know trail etiquette. They're on a downhill bike with running trainers and they just stop. Like where they stopped there, they probably thought was a good pace, but that was the main part of the trail where everybody with a bit of speed is going to come flying through. So it wasn't the ideal place. And that's why we have so much braking bumps, because you've got people coming down right into these corners, braking, and then numbnuts on a hardtail here hits all of them. And we really like the cows. Listen. These goggles definitely seen better days. I keep wiping like one fuzzy patch off and then there's another fuzzy patch. Makes you realise how good of a job Bike Park Wales does, because when you come to this, like, sometimes you might see a braking bump at Bike Park Wales, but here, like everywhere. Obviously, there's a lot more trails here, but you see what I'm getting at. So back on the lift, just had a little break at one of the cafes because my forearms were in absolute bits after the last two trails. They were so rough. I thought it'd be my legs that would really be the problem, but it was definitely my hands. The sun keeps going in and out, which is quite nice, and I think the next sort of trails that we're going to do might be a bit more in the sun. So we're just heading up on the lift. You can see here, probably can't see actually on the camera, but there is all the wooden features from the snow park and stuff, which is quite cool when you're on this lift. Obviously there's no snow now, but you can imagine what it would be like with snow. Yeah, you can see some now. So you see all these wooden rails, and over there like that little hut with the wooden bits on it. But of course they wouldn't be so high off the ground in the winter because the snow would be quite high, but there's still pretty big features. This is part of like the more advanced snow park bit, so I guess the people that are here are pretty good. Thank you for watching this video so far. If you've enjoyed it, please give it a like, a comment and subscribe to my channel. So I'm going to go and do my favourite red. I don't know if it'll still be my favourite after riding down it on this bike, but we'll see. So I'm definitely not going to do the road gap. I've just seen there's a chicken line round, which is perfect. My ankles are not going to thank me for it, and I've still got a few more days of riding and some runs to do. So I would rather do that instead. Okay, this front brake might need some attention before the next ride. From what I remember, the road gap's not massive. God, this is full of braking bumps. But if I land harsh, it won't be fun. Did that gap okay, but that was a lovely landing. Yeah, good choice. This is going to be bumpy enough as it is. There's nothing wrong with my ankles per se, but yesterday's constant running downhill was hard work, and of course Hardtail just is that bit more bumpy. Well, that was a big hole. So many choices in there. Ooh. Okay, hip. That's new. Doesn't look like many people would use that hip though. Probably because it seems really random compared to the rest of the trail. Ooh. Which in theory should be less bumpy, but there's more braking bumps than there was. Like, sometimes there's a whole road braking bump, you're like, okay, I'll adjust, and then there's just a massive hole. but this bit is definitely no better than the other day. Just to add, that red is still my favourite.